You are now tuned into the dopest podcast in the world, Krown Jewels Podcast.
It's the Krown Jewels Podcast. It's the Krown Jewels Podcast. If you know, you know.
I've been on man. It's been a long minute.
Shit, what? Yeah, that too. Most importantly, right? That's about it, man. Nothing new. You know, I took my chances out in the hood the other day. I was with my pops, so we was out and about. He flipped cars, whatever. So, you know, I was out riding with him on the south side for a little bit.
How's it looking out there now? Is it ghost town?
It ain't ghost town. It's slow, but you know how we gonna do. You know, we still out making moves, still money to be made. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the complete opposite.
So
I'm in the house bound.
Yeah.
I believe in the stay-at-home movement.
I feel you. I can't. It's hard for me to do. I go start crazy, man. For real. I gotta do something. I went to see my mama Tuesday. Took the kids up there. You know what I'm saying? So.
I'm about half and half, man. I stay in the house most of the time, but I be at that grocery store, man. I be needing something to do. I walk around Walmart.
At the grocery store.
Man, I make sure everybody about 6 feet away from me, but I walk through there real fast.
But do you wash your hands after you touch the items?
Man, I keep a bottle of hand sanitizer in my pocket, so I'm going back and forth. Wiping my hands down all the way to the car. I get in the car, I get out the car, I'm still hitting it. So I don't, I done went through my first bottle already.
Okay, good. As long as you're being safe.
Yeah. But this stuff done turned the world around, man. And I swear, I feel like I'm just as bad as everybody who ignoring the stay in the house warning. Because Jay's been talking to me about Corona since probably January. And I've been like, all right, we're going to get to it. But I'm thinking like, it ain't nothing. We're going to get past this. And nah, this ain't that. You know
but see, I thought it was. I didn't think it was as serious initially as well, though. I mean, I was mentioning it, but it still was like, it ain't gonna be that much. It'll go away in a minute. You know, it's about springtime. Shit, we ain't got no spring going on right now.
No,
might not have a summer.
I step out on the balcony, man. It's feeling good these last couple days, man.
Yeah.
Been walking around, getting some vitamin D. Getting out the house.
Yeah, we have been going to the park in the evenings, man, about like 6:37. Make sure we go to the park and walk around and jog or whatever. So, we make sure we get that physical, that sunlight in too. Got to. That's why I say it's almost impossible to stay in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me, anyway. Me and mine. I need activity. Yeah, I need activity.
I'm staying away from the parks, though. Them parks are germ infested.
I saw like back home in my home city, they put out a declaration to close the playgrounds.
That's really?
Yeah, that's crazy. But
I mean, we not hitting the playgrounds though. We just walking on the trail.
See my hometown though, they ain't listening to nothing. Like they didn't have some block parties and everything since I think they had a block party like 2 nights ago. So like they out here, they on the riverfront, they doing everything, kicking it. So they ain't listening. So they probably just gonna have to shut everything down up there.
Just like in California, they all went to the beach. They was all at the beach chilling. I forgot how many people. There was a whole bunch of people out on the beach.
Man,
chilling, kicking it.
You gotta be smart enough not to go like in a dense population, like where there's a lot of people, like where it's just concentrated. And that's one thing about the park. We go to the Y over here, so that's that's probably like a 5-mile spread, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, you're not just all up on people, you know what I'm saying? If somebody walking by, you speeding by. Or they on the bike, they speeding by.
That's
so it ain't like
that's kind of
just
like
mash
the
together.
Plano, Arbor Hills.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's what it is, man. But then, it's a little bit more lenient out here in Collin County as well, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And that's crazy for Collin County to have as much going on. It was one of the first counties to get hit with Corona.
Right.
They still haven't implemented a lot of rules as far as like shutting it down too much.
Man, it's about that money, man. At the end of the day, I rode by the golf club yesterday. The golf club was packed. It wasn't no social distancing at all. You hear me?
White rich men in golf. They can't stay
Yeah,
away.
they was all down there. That's all you seen, clustered together. I'm like, okay, see,
They
they
don't
ain't
believe
tripping.
it.
Why they ain't tripping? They
They've
not
done
worried
that
at
all in
all.
Dallas. Over here, everything's shut
Right.
down. All of
Yeah.
Dallas is closed.
Yeah, it's real. Like I looked at like when Mark closed the studio down, I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's when you know it's real. Right. Because you can be asymptomatic. You don't know that you're carrying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right.
And that's the danger of it. I think I might already had it earlier this year, to be honest with you.
I was just talking to Janae about it yesterday. I said, I think I had it last year. I just think that they didn't really have a name for it. But I was like, I had respiratory issues. They told me it was bronchitis, but I just felt like they was lost. And that's what it was as close to. Because I had all the flu symptoms, but they said it wasn't flu. Like I was sneezing, I was cold, I was hot, I was sweating. I had all of it. And this was like 2018 going into 2019. And like I was shut down. I caught it twice. Like I caught it like maybe November, then turned around and caught it like January 1st. And like I was shut down. And when I'm reading the symptoms, it's exactly the same symptoms that I had. I feel like they had it. And so I was telling Janae about it, and she was like, yeah. She was like, look at your Clorox wipes. So I'm looking at the Clorox wipes, and she like, yeah, it's for Corona. I'm like, damn, how they know? They said they knew about
how they
it.
already
They just
produced it. Yeah.
Yep. They said Corona. It's been out for a
man.
while. This isn't the first outbreak, supposedly. Not like this is the first time it's been this bad, but this has happened before.
Well, supposedly there were 2 doctors that took the virus and took two vials from here and took it to Wuhan, and that's how the exposure supposedly started. So there's information out there about like that, but I don't know how accurate that is. And that's the thing, man. We don't really know the real information, man. Like, give it to us straight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's hard to sift through it now because with the outbreak actually going on now, so many publications just throwing stuff out. It's hard to really sift on what's the truth or not.
And chances are people probably, the thing is, I've realized people have already have it. That's why the numbers are just jumping up there. People had working, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this shit. You know, like even when I went to the doctor probably around February, they never gave me a diagnosis. They just gave me a Z-Pack, say here, boom, boom. But it still took me a week to recover because my body was just out of there. You know what I'm saying?
So I was listening to Dr. Oz the other day, and Dr. Oz said that they pretty much done found the cure, but it's like they have to go into mass production of it. They were saying that it's a drug that they use for malaria, which is an immune booster. They said they done tested it on a couple of people, and everybody who done been tested with it, they said they used that immune booster for malaria and a Z-Pack together. And they like everybody who had corona then cured from it. They were like, also, if you notice, like people with there's been like no sickle cell cases of coronavirus because they use a lot of immune boosters with sickle cell, and so you ain't really seen a lot of deaths of sickle cell people.
Yeah, they say that the best way to cure, make sure you either don't get it or to prevent against it or whatever is to like take a whole bunch of supplements and vitamins and basically keep your immunity up. So I just spent $100 on supplements. I went got that black seed oil. I went and bought elderberry syrup, which I heard is not good to once you have the virus, you're not supposed to take that. But I bought like vitamin C, 1 a day, like anything you could think of, I bought and I take probably every day.
How you like that black seed oil?
It ain't bad. It's a little capsule. The only thing is, like when I belch, I can taste the oil.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if that was normal. I was freaking out. I was like, hold on, is this a normal thing?
Yeah.
But,
it's normal.
Other than that, it's cool. It's cool. I need to take some today, but
yeah.
I
was also reading where they said you're not supposed to take, I think, Advil or
ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
Yeah, they like that definitely opens you up to getting it faster or something. They said if you're gonna take something, take Tylenol.
That's interesting. They said I read something on that too. They said it weakens the immune system.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But what if you don't know? Like you said, you're asymptomatic. You don't know you got it. You popping pills. Maybe you got like a simple headache. How you gonna know?
And I think
that's the danger.
That's the biggest problem right now. Everybody don't know, and they just doing whatever, living life normal, thinking like it's a regular flu or cold, and that's how it's just really getting around.
Right. Remember, initially it was just old people that were getting it. They said it's only old people and people with weak immune systems.
Yeah.
Then you see all these 20-year-olds, you know what I'm saying, in the hospital on respirators and ventilators, and they just out of there, man.
Yeah, it's taking down everybody. Healthy, not healthy, it don't matter. It's taking all of it down.
Yeah,
I think it got real. It got real for me when Idris Elba popped up with it.
Yeah.
Damn, I said that's my dark skinned brother. You know what I'm saying? If he got it, that's real.
I always say, like, we always gotta wait on the celebrity to get it. Then it's real. That's real.
Yeah, that's how I felt when the first black people started getting it, like those jazz players. That's what I felt it. I felt it hard. I'm like, dang, we can't get it. That's where it really hit home for me. I was like, damn it.
So let me ask y'all. So they say Idris Elba, he caught it, but his wife was good, but she decided not to abandon him and stick it out with him, and she ended up catching corona later on, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all, if your spouse caught corona, what y'all doing?
I'm hitting that Oprah. You gotta sleep at the guest house. Sorry, Stephen. It ain't happening.
That's tough, man. There was a couple in Missouri where the husband caught the virus. He had to be in ICU, so of course he had to be isolated.
Oh man.
Oh man.
We lost you, James.
You still there, bro?
Coronavirus.
Damn, it hit the iPad. I don't know that.
Oh man.
But yeah, like I till he come back, I'll give him a minute or something. But if I don't know what to say, man. Like, I mean,
there you go.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. My bad, man.
Yeah, we lost you after you said a Missouri couple.
Oh yeah, they a wife, her husband caught the corona, had to be in ICU. He passed away. She never got to be with him throughout this whole process because he had to be quarantined.
That's sad. And
so,
I heard like when people are passing away, they can't even go to the funerals because it has to be 10 people or less.
Right, they cremate. Yeah. So it's crazy, man. You know what? But I just took the stance. I know it's out there, it's real, but you know, I'm just trying to walk this fine line of still living life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not getting caught up in these 4 walls. You know, maybe if I had a couple acres, I would sit my ass at home. But unfortunately, I got, you know what I'm saying, a few hundred square feet. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I still got to live. You know what I'm saying?
How about you, Gary? Would you stay if your wife caught it?
Oh, run it back. You broke up a little bit. Run it back again.
How about you? Would you stay by your wife?
Man, hey, I'm a hypochondriac, bro. I probably wouldn't share the same room. I'd probably get a hazmat to check on.
Right.
Hey,
exactly. To N95, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to stay strong for the family. You know
I got to carry the team on my back. I can't be both of us down.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man, it's tough, man. It's tough.
So I was looking on Shade Room yesterday. It was a nurse who pretty much quit her job because she was like, she had kids at home. She didn't have any, I guess, too much help to really send her kids off somewhere. And they would transfer her from one floor to a floor that had nothing but corona patients and wanted her to assist. And she was like, her family mean too much to her to go down there and to go through that. Like, what would y'all do? Like, what would y'all do if y'all in a situation where your job setting you up to deal with corona?
Yeah, because she said that she also had health issues. She said she had previous health history, and her kids are at home. She had no help. I'm with her. I'm sorry, but my life and my kids' life it's worth too much. And she's always gonna have a job, whether she quit. You know, she's a nurse. So as soon as all this blow over, she's gonna find somewhere else to work. But I would do the same thing though.
Yeah, in that instance, she has that right to go home. She understands all, like you said, her underlying conditions, man. Shit, that probably increased her chances of getting it, exponentially, over somebody that's in good health. So why would I just throw myself in that's like throwing yourself in the fire pit. Like,
Right.
come on, man.
Right.
So
I
but
too. I be out
hopefully
there
with
though,
it
but
hopefully with it being on social media, people were able to kind of reach out, help her out financially, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
For her to quit and stuff like that. That's what I, hope for, in her situation.
Nah, I totally agree with y'all. Like look, man, these jobs see you as a number, and you only as valuable to them as you are to making them money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, ain't nothing worse. Once you start taking that job home with you and all of that, no matter even if it's just stress, like it's time to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I feel
no doubt.
Yeah.
You got to live life, man, for real.
Man. So like I've been talking to people, and I see the people who frantic about Corona going on, and some people think it's the end of the world and everything like that. Like I've been on some rebuilding right now. Like I feel like right now is the perfect time, and if it's that hobby you wanted to do, like whether it was reading a certain book, learning a certain skill, starting a business, and I know everybody money, in different places, but I just feel like this is the best time to like really, you always go to work and you be like, damn, I just wish I had a week off, or damn, I just wish I had some time to myself, or I wish I was at home. And I feel like this it, like, you know what I'm saying, to do whatever it is you want to do. Like how y'all coping with everything? Like, y'all got some goals or plans y'all working on?
You go ahead, James.
Okay, well, I don't think I have. It's not nothing necessarily hardcore plans, but I have been thinking, what can I attack? How can I become better throughout this process? And I even posted something on Facebook, and I didn't get too many likes about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of opportunities out here. Now, the playing field has been leveled. Rich, poor, middle class. I don't care what you say. This shit has shut shit down. You know what I'm saying? In some instances, the playing field is level, and it's on you to get better in certain areas, even if it's just, becoming disciplined in something or learning a different discipline. You know what I'm saying? It's something out there to be achieved and be gained and come out on this other end like, damn, I'm on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I think this shit was released to reset the world, to reset the economy, whatever it is. They did that. So you got to be smart enough and woke enough not to get caught up in the bull jive and the daily news. And like you said, figure out, how do I better myself? How do I win coming out on the end of this? Whether it's stocks, whether it's going to buy a car and sitting on it till this shit over with. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff out here to be honest, for real.
Yeah. See, I wish I had something better to say. I don't. All I've been doing is work. I'm in front of a computer screen from 7:30 a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m.
I'm right with you.
But yeah, because Liberty Mutual, sitting there working there full time. So I'm there, and then they gave us overtime. So I sit there, work my overtime. As soon as I finish that, I got to work my part time from home. So then I log onto another computer and do my part time. I had done nothing productive but work.
Hey, but on the bright side, you saving.
That's true, and I'm grateful to say, I'm grateful to say I was able to keep both my jobs, and I can, work from home during the pandemic. So that's a good thing. It's just by the time I get off at 7 p.m., my brain is done. It's tired. Yeah. The most I do is, I'll take my daughter on a walk outside. We'll walk down, down the street and back. But then I'm back in the house, and then I'm ready to go to bed. That's it. Yeah.
I think like the first week, that took me some time to just relax, just to get that time to chill. After that, I downloaded a couple books on Audible, you know what I'm saying? I mean, on the Kindle, you know what I'm saying? And got a couple books. I wrote a little bit in my book. I've been trying to think, because I've been watching online, and I've been watching how the DJs have like came back to life again. Like the rapper ain't important no more. The DJ is everything right now. Yeah. And so it's like I've been watching it, and I've been trying to figure out, like, well, my side hustle was photography. So I'm just thinking of ways of how can I take this to the next level without physically being in front of a person. I ain't came up with that yet, but you know what I'm saying?
But at least you're thinking about it. You're brainstorming.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
so I just been thinking of different ways or different businesses that you can, like anybody with a talent or a skill right now, you can take full advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been telling
right,
everybody on
right,
Facebook as well. If you're an author, take time to do a live, read the first chapter of your book on live. You know what I'm saying? Get people
right.
interested in your book. Send them. You know what I'm saying? If you write songs, you're a poet, take a moment on live and get on there and do something free to give back. Because that's a give back, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
bring more people in. Even the DJs, I mean, the list goes on. If you're a t-shirt maker, just get online. Like, I got these designs, and I'm gonna put these designs on here. If you're interested, send me. You know, so it's just different ways to remarket yourself and brand yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I shout out to like Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
even TikTok for helping people rebrand during this time where we like social distancing. You know, so them some of the companies that I've been saluting during this social distancing time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I wish our community was more together. This would be a good time to bond and, you know what I'm saying, make sure people taken care of that aren't fortunate to enough to still have their gut job or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate that we're so spread out in a time like this, though. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of things I think about as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we should be holding classes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go get this stock right here. You know what I'm saying? I know you
Yeah.
got 500 cash over there. You're not doing nothing with, bro. Put that on
Right.
this right here, you know, or whatever the case may be. So those are the things I also wish for, and I'm sure it's going on somewhere, but we know it's
Yeah.
just not as a whole, not as a collective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just saw a young dude. Now I be looking in Shade Room a lot, but look, young dude on Shade Room doing a free class where you can go on there and he teach you how to start an online business. I think he's doing like drop ship companies. So he
Right.
help you set up a free Shopify website, and then you can sell your own products from there. But yeah, I really like that a lot of people, especially the small businesses, I want
Right.
to highlight them that they doing their thing in this time where we down.
Right.
Right.
The delivery companies, because I mean everything from DoorDash to Instacart to
Even
this one called
sanitization companies, yeah.
what's that,
Even sanitizing companies, cleaning companies. I've seen a couple
bro?
of them on my timeline.
That's the game right
Busy.
now. I was just telling my wife about that a couple of days ago. I said the sanitizing companies is where it's at right now, dog. Because if
Right.
you get a little sanitizing company, a janitorial company, man, you go in there like you could lock in so many like contracts from people who don't want
Right.
to go in their own buildings and clean it right now.
Yep.
This is me for
And
a
you
while,
can
bro.
lift that price up a little bit too from what you normally charge to really get to it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think people are just going to be on this side. I think that wave is just going to ride for a few years too. You know what I'm saying? Even with that type of business, what have you. So, you know?
I ain't gonna need to lie. I got a tax ID for a janitorial company that I never went through with, but I set it up, and I probably need to go and get that cracking again.
Yeah.
Like
We
Go
go get them.
ahead.
around for the right fee.
We
Yep.
go get suits, bro, and show up. Hey, we clean your whole thing. We sanitize it. And even just if you sanitize it, doesn't even mean that you clean the whole building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's sanitizing. So, you know,
Include hazard pay.
man.
What'd you say?
Include hazard pay.
Oh, yeah. Especially got people coming in and out the office. Hell yeah. I don't want to catch the corona.
Not that Rona.
Not that Rona. That Roro.
But
I
I
know the
straight up
Cardi B
like,
done
yeah,
went,
I think like people been building like a good connection as well. I feel like it's social media connection, but I feel like people getting back to the basics again. Like
Yeah, you have
talking
to.
more, interacting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what about the little quarantine bags?
the little quarantine. Yeah, because man, they coming up with these new phrases. This quarantine.
December gonna have a whole lot of quarantine. All the people we lost to corona, they're gonna be back in December.
Like
We gonna be right back where right where we left off. These little quarantine days. Man, some people were out here risking it all.
I hate it. I know the cheaters, they the one dealing with, they got high anxiety right now. They can't get out of cheat, man.
Man.
What can you tell? You see
Man. Man, I don't
You
know.
know,
This little
it's
quarantine
not an
baby.
essential work, so you're not supposed to be out. So I'm just saying,
Hey, but
where do you
some
got
are
to be?
risking it all for a little quick something, a little quarantine
Uh,
peace. That's it.
Man. Yeah.
Not me though. I ain't risking it. It ain't that. It ain't that deep. It's not that deep.
Yeah. So y'all looking forward to this stimulus packet?
Nah, because I ain't finna go spend it no time soon. That's all he giving it to us for, so we can go out there. He want to open the world back up, April 12th,
right.
just so he can try to get the economy up and going again. I'm not about to go spend that check. It's going right in my savings until this is all over.
I feel like he's gonna ask for it back.
No, they can't. They're not gonna ask for it back, bro. They already have it. They always have it. They just tell us that they don't. I don't think they're gonna ask for it back. I think, like Janae said, they trying to give it to us and put us right back in there. Shit, I might get it and work on my truck or something, get something done. You know what I'm saying? That needs to be done, but otherwise, you know, this is gonna be another thing. I'm still trying to pay my bills on time. I'm not getting caught up. Listen, folks, if they tell you that they suspended your bills, they gonna be back.
Man.
Yep.
I think
They
I'm gonna
might
flip
give you
mine,
days.
man. I think my cousin been talking about the longest us buying some trailer homes.
Okay.
And they cheap. They kind of like, I mean, you can get a decent one for about maybe $5,000 or something.
Right.
I think I'm gonna invest in it. I'm probably try to get one, you know what I'm saying, and flip it.
Just to have to do tricks.
I'm gonna flip it. They flip real easy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Investment, man. That's all. I'm gonna probably try to see who else getting it and be like, let's all put in one pot and do something.
Yeah.
Right. Make some kind of money off of it. But what's not gonna happen, I ain't handing my money right back to the white man. That's what's not gonna happen. That's not what's gonna happen. It's not happening. So yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not excited. I mean, I guess I don't know how excited I am about it. It's money.
I read that if you owe child support, they ain't messing with you.
Ha ha.
That's scam. That.
Feel bad for mine.
It don't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
They're gonna put a couple backups in there for sure.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fair. I mean,
You think it's fair? You seem to have an extra hard smile about it.
it's
Please
fair.
expound on your.
You gotta take care of your kids. I mean,
This is true.
This is
true.
I feel like at least if they not gonna give it to them, give it directly to the kid.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
put it on side support, which they probably will. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully they do. You know what I'm saying? That'll make more sense than
Just
just
handing it over.
it.
Yeah, if they apply it to the child support and that knocks off some, that makes sense. That I completely agree with. But yeah. But hey, if they don't, who am I to judge?
So I was reading R. Kelly and 6ix9ine requesting to get out of jail during Corona time because they don't want to catch you.
What's his name? Bill Cosby too.
And I'm saying that they have released some people out, but I think it was people that were serving smaller sentences. And they was approaching getting out anyway.
Yeah, minor crimes. Yeah.
But, nah, man, I gotta sit where y'all stay, man. This is what y'all signed up for.
Sorry. Yep, that's too bad. That's too bad.
You put yourself in that position.
I already feel like 6ix9ine getting too much ease on his sentence anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Should have been sitting a lot longer.
He's about to get out.
Yeah.
You say he's supposed to get out this summer?
Yeah.
This fall. Yeah, he's about to get out. So I don't even know why he tripped, man. Hey, just sit it out.
Yeah, he only got a couple months, but if he keep going up there harassing that judge about keep trying to get out early, they probably gonna take some more time on him.
Right.
Might as well. I mean, he gonna come out here and sit out here and do the same thing he doing in there.
Pretty much.
Right now, we all just sitting.
Pretty much. I was just telling somebody that I was like, man, I feel like I'm in county jail, and the patio was the rec yard.
For real. And now you're gonna start putting yourself on eating times, cause man, all this is eat. Might as well have certain eating times. This is jail.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like I don't even eat as much as I used to when I used to be at work, though.
You don't?
Really?
Nah, I don't.
I didn't
See,
gain like 15.
I'm a bored eater, and
Yep.
that's what leads me to having to get out. So that's why I can't sit here all day.
See,
So I
Yep.
and
might go.
that's probably what it is for me. Like I'm working the whole time, so I'm just distracted with work instead of like.
Okay, see, I've been off all week. I've been off, and I started a new gig Monday actually. So I'm gonna see how that process goes. But I've been off all week, so that's allowed me to kind of be free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's probably another reason. I'm like, man, I'm just gonna get out the house before I just sit here and eat some popcorn, some more bullshit, pick up
Yeah.
15 pounds, Corona pounds
Yep.
that
Corona
I
pounds.
can't afford. Yeah,
Yep. That's exactly what I have, man. Them gyms are gonna be packed when we get out of here.
no doubt, no doubt.
Packed.
Gyms, trainers, they're gonna be on. I wish I knew a trainer that was on the stock exchange.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's my thing. Like, that's cool. They giving out the little money, but that money, like, once they lift this, the economy gonna boom so hard.
Yeah,
Like everything up. Like, you know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
right,
So,
Man, people
right.
finna go out and act a straight donkey. They finna go to the club. They finna go to
and,
restaurants. They going to
and they finna
bars.
get
Yeah,
their taxes back too.
Yeah, what, man?
yeah.
It's finna be lit outside. It's gonna
Man,
be
it's finna
lit.
go
It,
down.
it's fine. Yeah. And the thing about all the shit that's gonna be on the low though, you know, it's gonna be
Man,
lines, fashion lines. They got to get out of there. You know, it's all new stuff that's behind.
I was
Yep.
gonna
I'm
wait till
like,
next year to buy a car, cause I'll be done paying for mine. So I was just gonna sit on it for about a year and just let it stack. But it might be time to buy a car as soon as this lift, cause I know they're gonna be dirt cheap. They done missed out on
Yeah.
selling all of the 2020s.
Oh,
yep.
that's yeah, some of them did they mark them essential or non-essential?
I ain't
The
sure.
car dealership.
I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't even sure about that. But if they don't
If
sell,
yeah, if they
they need
open
that.
right now, they'll probably throw a deal at you.
You know.
take it, goddamn it. It's all week. You gotta take it. Yeah,
Man.
man.
Janae, what's that question you had for us last week?
uh, which one?
I think it was a dating question.
A dating question? Oh, the big heart. That one?
Yeah, is that it?
Big heart smart. You want to talk today?
We can hold off if you want. It's up to you. I think you had one about seeing your spouse out.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So what would y'all do if your friend came to you and was like, oh hey, I saw your wife out with homeboy and they kiss? Would you be upset that your friend told you, or vice versa? Would you tell your friend if you saw their significant other out with the opposite sex and you saw them actually kiss, like tongue each other down, and you had evidence?
Ooh,
Wow.
evidence changed the game.
Yep. If they took a
So,
picture,
you can't because you
you're like,
can't
is
unsee it.
this yours?
You can't unsee that, dog. It's tough, man. Like one end, you don't even want to be in that. I don't want to know. I don't even want to deal with this right now.
I don't know. I think I would, me personally, like if I had a friend that was like, Janae, would you want to know if I saw your significant other out? Tell me.
Okay.
I don't keep that shit from me.
If you got evidence, tell me.
That's something different.
Yeah.
Only evidence, even if you don't have evidence, tell me.
See, if you don't got evidence, I don't know your position. I don't know where you coming from with this. Like, I don't be trusting nothing for real. So I'll be like, where you coming from with this? Like,
yeah.
I would need that, because I need that proof, because if you go to your spouse with it, like, or your mate or whoever you mess with, they gonna deny. Like 80%, they gonna probably deny and be like, what? Ain't nobody seen me. I wasn't even there. Like, you don't got no proof. I need that proof so I can be like, hi, bitch. I got your ass right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got your picture
See,
right
but I
quick.
might not even bring it up to you. I just want to have that just for myself, just something to be aware of.
Yeah.
I need
I
that.
won't bring it up to you, let you know that somebody told me, but I want to have that in the back of my mind. Like, I need to keep my eyes on you. I need to be a little more cautious.
Give me that proof. I need that proof because this other twin is Gemini twin. I'm gonna like flip the switch if you just tell me some shit, and I'm be like, because I'm curious. I want to know, goddamn it. I want to know. I'm not good at playing coy when you get that type of information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying, have that proof. Now on the other hand, as a friend, that's pretty tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it seem like they in a happy relationship? You know what I'm saying? And am I gonna be the one to introduce this shit and ruin everything? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That might be this chick's. That might be her her. I don't know where she find comfort to be able to come home and deal with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? He might be a monster at home. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody's sick, eventually the shit gonna catch up with you. We know that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, do you want to get into that?
So yeah,
We
that's my
go
same thing. I don't know if I would if I would tell just because I don't know. I would
right.
have to have that proof. I would have to back it with that proof too, because I don't want to be the he trying to hate on me, so now I'm gonna distance myself from him,
Yeah.
You
or
never
I'm gonna flip it
know.
on him because I trust her more than I trust him, so I'm gonna flip it on him that he trying to start something. Like unless I can
Right.
get some physical proof, like and then it depends on how cool are we. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
No, what
like,
if it's like, what if it's your like your ride or die, your ace, like someone you trust, like y'all hang out on a daily,
yeah,
talk on a daily, and they like, man, like you still want to tell them?
I probably I probably would.
Damn. Hey.
I know. Because when I asked my like other, like when I talked about it with other girls, my friends, they'd be like, oh, one of them was like, no, don't tell me, because that means you tearing the rip in my home. I'm like, but why would you want to know?
Yeah.
I like, for me, I just don't want to walk around looking stupid. Don't
Yeah.
have me over here thinking my relationship, all good. It's glitter and gold. There's nothing wrong with my relationship, and you catch my dude out here tonguing down somebody. No,
But then,
tell
and
me.
because I got a lot of homegirls and stuff too. But it's so many women, and probably men too. But even after telling them, showing them evidence, they still ain't trying to leave.
Yep,
So
that's
Right.
true
Right.
too.
you better
Right.
wasted your time telling them something, and they still going through the little embarrassment and hurt, whatever.
That's
Exactly.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
that's why I said so many perplexities, complexes. I don't know. There's so much shit to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
See,
that
I don't know. I
that's
would tell. I would feel guilty for not telling. Like if I watched
real.
it happen, I would feel guilty for not saying nothing.
Does that not
Yeah.
make you want to do more homework or something though before you even, you know what I'm saying? Like get the temperature on their relationship. For all you
But
know, she
but
might
if my
already
friend was like
know.
telling me like, but if it was a friend that they posting all the time, I know them, like we cool. I know that they good, that they've been together for a long time, and then I'm just out by myself and I see him with a whole other female tonguing her down. I'm gonna say so. I can't just keep that information. I
How do you know
can't.
that? How do you know that they not doing polygamy? How do you know that's not their third wheel? How do you know? How do you know they're not swingers? How
But
do
then
you
if
know?
I bring it up, she'd be like, "Oh, girl, it's cool." That I'm like, "Oh, okay." I just want to let you know that I know that
Let,
I'm
let
But
me
she,
wrong.
ask, let me ask
she
this
not
then. Do
embarrassed that
you?
she's into some freaky shit though. So that's why she doesn't tell you that, hey girl, we be dating this chick and you know
But how? What
she
are the odds of that though? How often do you hear that?
these days really highly likely.
I never hear of anything like that.
Really? But I don't know how somebody be so bold to be out just tonguing up on somebody in the same city as you. Like out, you know what I'm saying, in public doing this type of shit. Who
I don't
does
know.
that?
That was big. That was
And
big. What if I catch
niggas be
them,
doing it,
they
dog.
lit
I
out
be
in their
watching
story for
cheaters.
some reason they downtown. I don't know.
I be watching cheaters, man. They
Yes.
be doing
You
it.
say,
let me
so,
ask this though: if you see him out, if you see a guy out with somebody, and he kissing, tonguing, do you approach or do you just stand back and observe?
well,
Like, do you make your
That's
presence
hard.
known or?
this tough, man.
It
I would probably
depends. That's a good one.
cool.
I don't know. It depends on what mood I'm in that day. I might whip out
Oh,
my phone and record some, take a few pictures. I've done that before.
so you your homegirl,
You
instance,
recording
your
it?
homegirl going through it and she having a tough relationship with this dude, then yeah, you ready to attack. Like motherfucker, I knew it.
Yeah. I might. It depends on what mood I'm in. That's a
I
good
might
one.
slide on by, man. I don't want to be in that shit, man.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't like being in the middle of stuff like that either because it puts pressure on me. It gives me anxiety
Right.
because I'm like, damn, do I
And
say something?
especially
Do
when
I
you know
not say
your
something?
homie probably
Do I
about
say
to break in a minute
something?
too. Once they heard, they gonna snap a little bit. You
Yeah.
know, you wanna.
Yup.
Yeah.
And sometimes they shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear there. Like the shooting of the messenger. I don't want to be in it
Yeah.
because I don't want to be like Yeah, cause G said he seen you do this. You know what I'm saying? Throw me under the bus.
Yup. And now
And
you
these
caught up in
days,
LA approaching you.
this is Texas, man. This is a right to own state, man. So you don't know. You know, this might be a female that's been dealing. He been cheating with this same female, and she know who he's dealing with, and you don't know how many layers are there to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is she gonna get heated enough to shoot somebody or shoot this nigga when he walk in the door? Like, dang, so you was with her again? I thought you was done. Boom, you know. So it's hard, man. You don't want to be that match to ignite something that goes way beyond what you thought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'd rather just not be put in that position. Just don't put that type of pressure. Don't put that type of pressure on me. Just don't cheat. Just don't cheat. Don't do that to me. Don't have me out here thinking about if I should tell. Nah.
You just have somebody else to talk to or something just to get that shit
right.
off the
I gotta pay somebody else. Yeah. I'm gonna have somebody else to post the information.
That's crazy. Well, that's a good question though.
Wow.
Man, shit, we didn't hit all over this corona stuff, bro. Like this stuff coming out, like new news coming out every day, bro. Like I wake up every day, all kind of notifications on my phone and new stuff, like.
And Trump talking about it like every single day. He doing a new conference every day. I'm tired of seeing him. Yeah. He don't know nothing. He don't give us no information. He don't know nothing. He just go up there and talk out the side of his neck and step on.
Did y'all see the clip when the lady said she was a little sick and he was like, "Oh," and then he walked off stage?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
He got off the stage quick though, like.
Yeah, it was. She said something about she had been a little sick or something, and he gave her this little look, and he was like, "Oh nah." So he got off stage. I was like, "This fool is crazy, man."
Man, Trump, I still can't believe he's a president. I'm still shocked about all that. But to watch him go through this, or try to, he's not even really calming people. Like I think me and Gary, we talked about this about how Ebola came out with Obama and all. Mm-hmm. That was content. Like it got to Dallas, but it didn't spread that wild. I think like 5 people caught it. A few of them passed away, and the rest of them, were healed and all was well. Yeah. They tried to say he did a bad job with that.
I learned a new perspective this week, and I think I've been looking for how to describe Trump. And he posted something about Trump not being concerned about the sick people or something like that. And Jamie Foxx put in the comments, he was like, "Well, you're looking at it wrong. He's not a president. He's a king. You know what I'm saying? It's different. We are more in a monarchy than we think. You know what I'm saying? Than a democracy than we think in this situation. He's not a president. You know what I'm saying? I think we're looking at it all wrong. Y'all looking at a king. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's been appointed and has a court. You know what I'm saying? And that court is the people who actually pull those strings. Because that man can't possibly go out there and say the shit and do the shit he do. You know what I'm saying? As a president. You know what I'm saying? There's no regality about him at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's crazy. And then it's so convenient that it happened within his year of being reelected. Right. Because like now they haven't been able to really do no debates or anything like that. So
or campaign.
Yeah, so it's like by the time it's up, he said give it to the end of the summer, which is gonna be right in time for voting, which he gonna look like the hero that he was the person that had Corona come through on him and he rescued everybody, paid everybody, and you know what I'm saying? So
but he didn't though, because he bragged about knowing about this way back then. So my thing is, how you gonna brag about you knew that this was gonna come over here, you knew this was gonna be a pandemic, and now you got thousands of people dying, dead, blood on your hands. And you think we finna reelect now? If they reelect him after this, I don't know. Especially because the economy is crashing, everything going down, people losing money, businesses, people dying. I can't imagine him getting another term.
Because that's the micro level. You have to look at it at a macro level. This is not about. He got to give you a statement every day. As the president of the United States, they have to give you a statement to the people, whether it makes you feel comfortable or not. But the shit is already set. You know what I'm saying? This is how he's to respond. You know what I'm saying? He's resetting stuff. Let's pay attention to how much changes after this virus starts to dissipate. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to start seeing like the body scanners at the airport, the little heat scanners or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing those at department store entries or grocery store entries, or you know what I'm saying, what different things are we gonna start seeing as a result from this? And that's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see, you know what I'm saying, to foresee what's to come from this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
I
gonna
already
give us
seen like in Cali they starting to do issue out robots to like go out, pick your groceries up, pick mail up, and then bring it back to your house so you don't gotta leave. So it's like I can see that artificial intelligence is starting to really get that next push, so you don't gotta interact in the public.
Yeah.
They said they actually launched 5G here recently. You know what I'm saying? So that wave is about to, you know what I'm saying, take off. Like, what is actually going to be the result of this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just more to it than the micro level is people losing their jobs and shit. That's why they giving us that little money. That money ain't shit. It's the long run that they trying to reset. They can't tell you that we about to do this. How many people are against, you know what I'm saying, some of those issues or things they're going to do because it's going to violate privacy. So it puts you in a situation like, damn, you know what I'm saying? They're going to put it over our eyes. Watch. This going to be some shit we're going to see. Dang, we didn't see that coming. They can do that now? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting, man. For sure. That's what I'm looking towards.
I also heard a rumor that 5G had to do with the coronavirus as well. Like
yeah, I'm seeing that too.
They said
what that
every time that they open up a new level of speeding up the internet, that it changes the atmosphere of the world, and it brings in things like sickness or whatever. They were saying that 5G is the fastest new way, and they was like, they was talking about the city who has this completely covered in 5G. And some people were like what is it? They was like, is it LA? Is it California completely covered, or New York? And they said that the city that's completely covered in 5G is Wuhan.
Yeah.
They said they really up on their technology over there, and it's complete, like they completely using nothing but 5G. And so happened that pandemic's supposed to have stemmed from there.
From there.
See, but this is a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but it makes real sense.
I heard that Corona came from, I watched a little article on it. They said it came from bats, from them eating or mixed, their wet market, how they have all those animals and exotic animals all in the same place. And, if they said the bats carried it and then it moved to other animals, so it passed from animal to human pretty much in that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna also say, like I said earlier, some of the businesses that I want to give a salute to for growing in this period. The businesses that's dropping in this period, them Asian restaurants and Asian markets, man, they falling off. Like I used to go to H Mart to get fresh fish. Nah, I'm good. I can't eat Chinese food no more. I can't do it. I don't know what's in there.
Right. You don't know who been traveling back and forth or when they came back. Did they quarantine?
And if you ever notice, if you look at like TV shows or documentaries of like Asia, and when it's like a mass amount of them, you always see them with like face masks.
Yeah. Well, the pollution's bad over there.
That's true. I heard that too. I did hear that some of the pollution have decreased since staying at home too.
Damn. So because it's overpopulated, right? That's like one of the most populated cities, right? Yeah. I don't know. They've been eating some of that crazy stuff. Bats and turtles and dogs. And look, I don't eat Chinese food that much anymore. I don't know. But I think Thai is different. I think Thai is better. Thai food is better than Chinese food, just in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Thai food as well.
Yeah, so I think we're safe if we do the Thai food.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Who knows? I know we each have brought like a different rumor, I guess you could say, as to how this shit got started. So, like, who really knows? You know what I'm saying? But it's bringing about a whole new wave of the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be a sight to see, I guess. You know what I'm saying? As far as that 5G, it's probably gonna affect all of us, but the kids growing up with it might not affect them as much. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with cancer and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
they already dealing with phones and stuff at an early age. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be traumatized about 2020. We only 3 months in.
Only 3 months in. Right.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk about the beginning of 2020 because it hurts. It's been doing us dirty.
Yeah.
I said this the real March Madness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it really went down in March.
Yeah.
But man, I'm gonna go ahead
So
and wrap
hopefully it
this up, man.
soon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. We had to make it do what it do on this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. What y'all got going for the rest of the day?
Shit, man. Yeah, there you go.
Hashtag stay home.
Yeah.
All right, well, man, hold on one sec. Let me get y'all the whole. Hey, we out. This Krown Jewels podcast. Appreciate y'all.